Guess what time it is? It's teller time. June isn't wrapped up yet. June hasn't wrapped up yet, but it will soon. And it has detonated across Teller County with the roar of engines and the dust of glory from that explosive Pikes Peak hill climb competition. And now, as the smoke clears and the mountain air resets, we're gearing up for an absolutely insane couple of weeks ahead. Yes, July is on the prowl and ready to attack. Charlie and I are back in our cozy little Immer cabin where history creaks under your boots.
Wow.
It's a little log home that refuses to fade, and it was built by the hands that shaped this region. If you'd like to see it, there are self-guided tours and also guided tours available from Wednesday through Saturday, and that's from 11 to 3. So remember, it's located behind the Woodland Park Library, so stop in and check it out. Okay, we appreciate the Ute Pass Historical Society for being one of our sponsors, but we'd also like to thank two of our new sponsors. We have Vanessa Ragsdale from Above the Clouds Pet Sitting, and we have Cody Kilgore from Black Cap Photography joining us. You can go to our Facebook page called Teller Time, which is 2 words, to find out more information about these 2 new sponsors. And as always, there's information on how you can become a sponsor very economically. All right, Teller County, buckle up because summer is in full swing and shifting into high gear. The mountains are humming, the community is buzzing, and the fun is about to hit full throttle. This is Teller Time, where history meets horsepower and the good times never idle. All right. I see Charlie. He's getting into character and uniform as he steps up to the mic like he's stepping into the batter's box from 1886. I guess he's going to take us on a trip straight into the golden age of America's pastime. And yes, we are talking about the vintage baseball game coming up. He's going to tell you why. So grab your Cracker Jack, warm up your mustache wax, and get ready for one of Teller Time Titans. Yes, Charlie, bringing the old school heat. Let's hear about the game, Charlie.
Oh my gosh, Tom, as usual. Speaking of knocking it out of the park,
There you go.
let's do that. Well, I'll tell you, it's August 8th. The gates open at 10 o'clock. The first pitch is around 11. It's the 1864 rules that the vintage guys played. And it's going to be so much fun. We're going to have food trucks. There's going to be entertainment. We're going to have people running between innings on horseback with flags. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of good things going on there.
Where are we buying tickets from? Where can they find
So
tickets?
you can go online at UPass Historical Society's website. It's UPHS.
Where are we playing this vintage game?
It's going to be at this big field that used to be the Gymkhana horse events. It's right there between Safeway and Woodland Park on the right, where the Rock and Gem show.
Safeway and Walmart.
Isn't that what I said?
You said Woodland Park.
Oh well, sorry.
Safeway and Woodland Park. They're going to be going all
That's
over
why
the
you're
place.
here. Thank you.
Yes, as the dust settles on that vintage baseball diamond, we shift gears from old school Americana to one of Woodland Park's modern day heavy hitters.
Oh yes.
He is a voice, a leader, a connector, and a guy who knows how to move the needle in Teller County. Mike Perini is joining our fun-loving lineup today, so grab your peanuts, tip your cap, and settle in. He's a man who's helping write the next chapter of Woodland Park. So we have a lot to cover because, Mike, you do a lot from the Tava House to Pikes Peak Hill Climb to America's Mountain Festival. But first, Charlie and I would like to thank you and welcome you to the podcast.
Yeah, and thanks for getting Derek with us last week.
Well, I just have to say that's one of the best introductions that my mom would have believed and my dad would have written. Gosh, whoa.
Yeah. No, that's
Right.
that's his MO. Yeah, so to
Well,
say.
Yeah, we are thankful because you are giving Charlie and us the opportunity to MC the America's Mountain Festival on July 11th.
Correct.
That's why I'm dressed like I am.
Yes.
But yes, the mic is yours the mic is Mike's to tell us about everything that you do, and you've got the mic. So start wherever you want to start with.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you all in the community. Couldn't be prouder that we have a podcast like this up here. When I came up in 2002, it was, like you said, the Wild West, and we didn't have a lot of opportunities to get the word out. There's a lot of things that are going on up here.
Well, going back to when we first got together, it's just last century or so.
Seems like it doesn't. Maybe you're aging more than me.
Hey,
but
now,
yeah.
easy. That's true. Anyway, no, I mean, there were so many things you've done, Mike, with the community that you really are the go-to as far as the marketing and the presenting of things. And I mean, you even helped host our screening of the one of our documentaries,
Yeah.
and in the theater here in Woodland Park, and many other things. I mean, the
Yeah.
bike races, the other things. I've worked with you with many of those things.
Well, I've moved. My dad was in the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force, and I have over 40 different communities that I've been fortunate enough to live in. So when we planted the flag up here in 2002, my family and I, we like, this is our town, and if we can make it better, we're going to try. If we can be welcomed, which we were, and as a PR and marketing firm, we're full service, soup to nuts, and it's changed a lot since when I had more hair and looked a lot better. You know, I grew up when we had. I don't want you guys are too young, but we just had, ABC, NBC, CBS, a radio station, a newspaper,
Yeah,
and I was so excited when I got my first fax machine.
yeah,
And look where we are today.
I know.
I mean, it's a real challenge
Yeah,
whether you're a business or an organization, and it is. I tell people it's like when you have a doctor, you want to have one that's good because there's so much to put together. It's just you mentioned Tava House, making a salad. There are many different ingredients. So when you do PR and marketing up here, it's the same thing. We don't do one shoe fits all.
yeah.
We work it based on the client's needs, and the community has responded with encouragement that they want that kind of service. And we've been at it 15 years now.
So yeah, take us back to you know, your career where it really started in the Air Force. You were
Mhm.
you worked your way up to a colonel, right? And then you were working with some prominent people during the Reagan era. Is that right?
Yeah, so boy, you're really dating myself.
Well,
But I started out as a young second lieutenant in 1972 and wanted to fly jets. And the last exam, my eyes were 20/25.
oh,
So they wouldn't in those days let me fly, but they said, Lieutenant, we're going to put you in the air. So I'm like, what does that mean? I'm thinking maybe navigator. No, they put me in a control tower.
oh,
I guess that's in the air. So I
Hey,
was like, okay, that's the last time I'm going to talk
That's
to a
right.
recruiter about that. But as it turned out, it was a great opportunity for me because I got to fly in all kinds of different aircraft.
yeah,
And but to make you mention Colonel, in those days you had to have another career path. So they found out I had done some PR type work, journalism work in college, and they asked me to, Mike, you're doing good in the tower, but we want you to come down the tower and interface with the mayor.
oh yeah.
What have I done? You know, I thought maybe I got fired or something.
No, no.
But that's how I cross trained in the Air Force into public relations, and
Right.
it every day is different. It was exciting, but I was able to tailor all that when I retired and came up here to start the company.
Right, but even before that,
Yeah.
I keep going back to this, but so NORAD,
Yeah, yeah.
your part in NORAD.
Can we talk about NORAD? Is this classified?
NORAD,
I mean,
sure.
As long as there's
NORAD.
no aliens in it.
Yeah, no, I was very fortunate to have an assignment at NORAD, and in those days when I got there, we were looking outward. We saw the enemy outside, but as you know, we had to start shifting to inside, and
Yeah.
I was there for 10 years. got involved in Santa tracking,
Yeah.
and that was a cool thing. And Cheyenne Mountain is something that is a landmark, and we have had folks from Woodland Park actually come down and tour the mountain.
Right.
But my big memory was 9/11. I was the PR person for NORAD and part of the military response to that, and I still remember that day. We all do.
Uh,
But I was there, and then helped stand up from a PR perspective, NORTHCOM, the Homeland Defense
mm-hmm.
Command, and so learned a lot about our nation's values and in terms of communicating and doing it in a transparent way. But all that built to where I felt comfortable to start my own company up here.
Well,
And
that worked out
yeah, it worked.
perfectly.
It's worked out really well. I thought maybe I would have clients from the aerospace industry starting out because that was my Rolodex. Did I say Rolodex? I hope your viewers know what that means.
Yeah.
It's on your phone now. But yeah, so
Rolodex on the phone.
yeah, so but actually it was a small mom and pop operations. That's what we focused on startups and nonprofits and things
Well,
like that to help build a company.
no, totally. And one of the things that I really appreciated working with you on that you
Mhm.
introduced me and my wife actually. We did a project for you with that Homeland Defense. It was with the all the schools, the academy, the Air Force Academy, the
Mhm.
Army Marines.
Yeah,
They all had a competition
correct. Right.
regarding the Homeland
Right.
Defense, and I
Yeah,
did all the video stuff for you
absolutely.
at
Did
that time.
a great job, and that was nice that you could take time
I
to
appreciated
do
the
that.
opportunity. That was great.
But
Met a lot of interesting people.
the town has shifted to where they appreciate more of what we bring to the debate. I mean, it's so difficult for a business to last 5 years, and when you look at what's the problem, they didn't communicate it effectively enough.
Yeah.
And so we try to be the gap filler and provide activity and action to help them survive, and it's been great. Plus, we've given back around here. There's a lot of stuff we've done that we try to stay off the front page if we can, but every now and then, for purpose for the clients' goals and stuff, you will see
Yeah.
us more out front.
Hmm.
But
Well, I think that's important. I'm sorry.
yeah,
It's nice to be stay behind and not, brag about what you're doing. But I think if people were really more aware of what you've had a part in, what you've been a catalyst in, and what, could not have happened if it
mm,
wasn't for your guidance and your knowledge and everything. I mean, I think people would probably be, very surprised at what you had your hands in and
mhm,
what you,
mhm.
like I said, been a catalyst in. So, and it's not bragging, but I think they'd be interested in hearing maybe a little bit about some of the projects that you've
Sure.
been involved with. And rightfully so, you should be proud of what Teller County has become.
Right up
Yeah.
to the point of just recent with the Pikes Peak
Yeah.
Hill Climb.
So,
Yeah, and for your viewers and listeners, we were involved in the aspects of Clint, our local legendary driver, in terms of a sponsorship with
Yeah.
America's Mountain Festival. But when you look at the pool out there, we were very involved in the survey to get the pool here, and I remember we had to brief the city council,
The swimming pool.
the swimming pool,
Yeah.
the Aquatic Center,
Yeah.
that whether or not the town wanted it and whether or not it mattered where it was. We led all of that community survey and research. Okay,
That's right.
so and then when I first moved up into town and heard there might be a hospital built up here, I introduced myself to the team that was doing that and provided to them the marketing strategy for that hospital.
That's
And
right.
on the library, we were involved in some surveys. My wife served on the board, helped with some different aspects of that. But the touch points, even I remember even the young lady who was trying to put together the dog park,
mhm.
down in Memorial down there, and we helped her financially, and we also helped publicize it and things like that. So you kind of go around the different touch points. The USA Pro Challenge bike race that
That's
put
right.
Woodland Park internationally and live on ESPN and other networks and
right.
brought thousands of people up here.
It did.
So, and I mean, in Tava House, wow, if your audience hasn't been over there,
Oh yeah.
but we're very involved in that aspect, as you know. But Charlie, I remember telling all the people that worked for me in the military when they left that assignment and they looked in the rear view mirror, did you leave it better than you found it?
There you go.
Okay, so that's sort of when we moved up here, put the flag up here. We are very involved. We want to stay involved, and
There's no doubt, Mike, you've been such a prominent factor in the growth of this community, I'm sure. And that is something I think some people overlook. That's why I'm glad you're here to talk about this because all the way from Edgewood Inn,
oh yeah,
different, yeah, all kinds. But I mean, there's a list of
There's
miles
a-
long
yeah.
that we've been involved with,
yeah,
and you have,
yeah,
especially.
sure, absolutely.
Yeah, it's been great. Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with, blowing your own horn every now and then. I mean, like you said, you're looking behind, you're leaving the area better than it was before, just like you're stating. So
Yeah.
I think it's important that people realize that, what could have been and what might have been and what is happening right now. So that's sort of,
But I think it's important that your viewers know it's Perini only because I was known when I started this, but the associates really are the key part of my business.
there you go.
No, the
Yeah.
team.
The team,
It's
and they make me look better, faster, quicker. But
That's true.
if you look at the associate, they're the ones that are doing the heavy lifting, and it's made it different. But I want to make sure we have a shout out for a wonderful team.
Oh,
So,
Right,
it
right.
stems from the top, basically, is what it is. So without a good leader, you can't have a good
mhm.
team. So, and you all, sync up and, respect from each other, mutual respect, and just,
I
the
mean,
shout out here and there.
The
So,
Moose is Loose is
Mhm.
still an ongoing thing
Right.
of yours.
Yeah.
I think you were at the very
I was at the
onset
very
of it.
beginning,
Yeah.
Tanner Coy at Tweeds, and
Yep.
did that for 6 years. And I just wanted to move on and do different things. It was
Mhm.
wonderful. I'm still involved in the Moose.
I know you are.
So,
I know it's
what else we
fantastic.
got there? Yeah.
No, there's just so many different things, and he's connected to all the major businesses, banks, and what have you.
we've had musicians that we've helped. I don't know if Dot Sarah was a famous smooth jazz, Colorado-based instrument, musician, and we did his album, helped him with stuff. There's a litany of what I'm blessed with, guys, is I can pick and choose who we want.
Mhm.
I have that luxury. So
I guess we could talk about this a little bit because we try not to get too serious or down in the gloom and doom of things. But there was one project that you included me with. As far as there was a lady in Denver, I believe, that had an unfortunate accident, and it was well known across the country. It was covered by everything, and you were involved with helping her with dealing with the media and other things, other people that were coming at her from different directions. You want to go ahead and tell the name of that lady and talk about it?
well, I still interface with her occasionally today, but Michelle Wilkins was all over the media a number of years ago because of an unfortunate personal attack on her, where an individual came into her home, and Michelle was pregnant at the time, and this lady unfortunately tried to take the baby, and
That's right.
so
It was through a Craigslist ad.
right. She was for baby clothes, and
That's
so the lady came over, and but fortunately, the lady was prosecuted and is in jail for 100+ years. Michelle is still alive, but my role was to help her family with the incredible media outreach and public scrutiny for that. From getting her on Dr. Phil to bringing her up here to Woodland Park, Charlie, as you recall, where we were able to provide media training
Put
with her.
together a team
Yeah.
to help her.
hmm
You coordinated that.
Yeah, and you and some others, and we scripted that, and it really helped her because she didn't have the confidence back then. Now today she's moved out of the state. She's working on a book,
Yeah.
but she talks about coming up here to Woodland Park, which she'd never been to, and the wonderful team loving effort to help because people wanted to talk to her. They didn't want to talk to, the people around her. I mean, that's the way it is today, right? So, but that was phenomenal. We were glad to help her.
And it kind of segued into a real emotional, really awesome part of it. Who this a pianist who was a client of yours, Louis
Louis Caliani.
and he wrote a song specifically for her about the child that would have been
Correct.
Aurora. Is the name
That
of
is
it.
correct. Yeah.
And just a touching thing
Mhm.
that really got to. I mean, all the people that knew her, all the other people, and Lewis did an extraordinary job of that. And it was
Yeah,
wonderful.
he and that song is still played all over. Yeah, Louis Galliani was dentist by trade, but he was a world global phenomenal pianist,
Recommend
and
it. Put it on color time.
and
Yeah,
we
I got some of those clips.
yeah, and he got asked to be in Carnegie Hall.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many clients do you have that could put?
Well, no, I mean, he's been winning awards.
Yes, yeah, he's awesome. We're still in touch and all of that. My musical claim was violinist. I wasn't very good at it, and my granddaughter said so, and she took my violin, and it's now, I kid you not, she cut it up and put it on. It's framed in the house. Grandpa, you got to stop. I didn't know how to tune it. I mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's right.
But I had these long arms, and I'm like, I want to, be a drummer or something else. No,
Yeah.
no, and you can't sing Perini, so
Yeah, that's right.
it's violin. I don't do violin.
Well, when you look around Teller County right now, what's the biggest spark you're seeing in the community?
I think the involvement of the community to push the envelope. You can't go anywhere without seeing movement to take the bar higher than what it was. You
Yeah.
guys are all over town, but that'd be
Yeah.
my thought.
Okay.
Making it better. Hmm.
What's a lesson you've learned early in your career, which is, we know, quite an extensive career, but something that still guides you today?
I have two things that I keep with me and I have to keep focused on. One is I need to listen. It's amazing if you listen to the whole conversation, which you pick up at the end. The second thing is what I call, and I didn't name it, my work for General Ed Eberhard. He was on duty, commander of NORAD, the 72-hour rule.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't get back or move it, people are so busy, they don't think you're interested, that kind of stuff. So those would be the two.
Right. What's a daily habit or mindset that keeps you grounded?
Every day I thank the Lord that I'm alive and I'm still healthy and my wife still loves me. It's been 30, I better get this right. 37 years, I think.
That's right.
He can bloop it out. All right. Who is someone in your life, either past or present, who shaped the way you lead and communicate?
Well, I'm going to go back to General Ed Eberhard, a world-class phenomenon, and he would be one on that list. Another one, and because these military officers, because I spent 30 some years, in government service, so it makes sense. The other one was General John S. Pastay. Very challenging to work for and with. He would change his shirt 2 times a day. Everything with him was about excellence or wasn't worth doing. So I think having him and then having General Ed Eberhard
Yeah.
part of it. And then the third one is my father, who he married my mom when he was 16. Yeah.
They used to do that back then.
They used to do that.
My grandmother yeah, they did the same thing.
And
Same joke.
50 some years to be married and keeping things going. That was also would be the 3. And that's a great question. So.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Mike, it's time to step into the arena where instinct rules. Hesitation dies and answers fly faster than a
Hopefully.
hill climb engine screaming up the mountain. Okay?
Okay.
Let's go to our lightning round. Okay? Mountains at sunrise or mountain at sunset?
Sunset.
All right. Coffee shop meeting or a trailside conversation?
Coffee shop.
First snow of the year or first warm day of spring?
First warm day of spring.
No kidding.
Best smell in Woodland Park, pine trees or fresh rain?
You know, this morning, since it rained yesterday,
No.
Okay.
when I went outside, it was rain,
Yeah.
fresh rain.
Yes, I agree.
I come up from the Springs and looking at Pikes Peak this morning with just that nice haze of fog over it. I mean, see, that's what people.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, and that's what people I think need to take more, have more respect for, and take it into their life. Just
Yeah.
look at that. It's almost like you're staring at the mountain. You're going to have an accident going up the pass because it's just so freaking beautiful.
That's right.
So yeah,
I
pay
know.
attention to what's going on and listen more as to what's going on around you. All right, so I guess before we turn the page, we should ask Mike what is next in your future.
Well, that's a great question. Right now, we are continuing to allow our portfolio to be built with additional clients. But at this point in my life, for me, it's all about health and staying physically fit. And because if you don't have your health, you know, it doesn't. We just had a
That's
doctor's
important.
exam, my wife and I, and for our age, and I won't tell you how young we are, we never define ourselves by our age. We stay busy, but as we get older, I want to continue that finesse. And you can't
Yeah.
do that if you don't have the energy and stuff. But
Gotcha.
on the PR front, guys, I don't know whoever comes through the door next, but we're open for business and we're ready to achieve with our team. So.
Yeah.
Charlie, anything you want to add or ask?
Gosh, there was so many things with Mike and I over our history together. I mean, from the Waldo Canyon fire and the product that some guy out of Atlanta, do you remember that guy?
Oh yeah.
Do you still?
Haven't interfaced with him, but you're talking about those really cool white bags that is
I
from
videoed
Atlanta.
photos.
Yeah, and they're still down the path.
They are. I've seen them.
To help on the water. They stop the flow of the.
What they are,
Yeah.
it was interesting because this guy from I think he was Atlanta, Georgia
Yeah, Atlanta,
area,
correct.
and so he was somehow brought into this after that catastrophic fire. We had those catastrophic floods that went
Right down the canyon.
in the canyon, and this fellow came up with the most remarkable. I mean, they're huge sandbags in a way, is what they are. But they did the job. They protected homes, they protected things, and Mike was at the helm of that as well.
Yeah, we
Just
introduced him
curious
around.
if you-
Yeah, he's no, haven't. But you know what's really cool? I've been doing this for 15 years. You have clients that are there, and then they go away,
Yeah,
but then they come back.
they come back. Yeah,
And in life, you want to have that last conversation, a good positive one, than a negative one.
right.
I find that a lot. So, but no, not in his case. If he calls, we're ready. I hope we won't need him
I know, right?
for what he was doing.
But I just, the guy with that
Yeah.
with that kind of ingenuity. I mean, you would think he's into all kinds of other things now. I mean, because he was providing that kind of
Absolutely.
in all parts
Sure.
of our country.
Sure.
He was providing that service. But anyway, that was just my
That's cool.
last question.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, we appreciate you, Mike, for joining us. And as always, there is an open door and an empty seat whenever
We'll have to do this
you are
again.
ready.
Love to be
Oh
back.
yeah. And oh, I almost let you walk out without experiencing our fun little segment.
Oh no.
Our fun little segment called "Did You Know?" But today
Oh yeah.
it's about Teller County and Woodland Park.
Oh my God.
All right,
Okay.
with facts that make you stop, think, and maybe even say, "Huh? What?" They're pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully they're true. Did you know Woodland Park was almost named Manitou Park?
Yes, I did.
Okay. You know why?
No.
Manitou Park.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that was actually on our train document.
Your train document. Okay, they
They
said it was
mentioned that.
okay. Well, they said Woodland Park was chosen because the early settlers wanted something that reflected the dense forest surrounding in the town.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
Woodland.
makes sense.
Well, yeah. And the train cut a lot of lumber out of here to
Yeah.
help the railroad. Anyway,
Well, and that leads to our next question. Did you know Woodland Park's earliest growth came from a sawmill operation that supplied lumber to Cripple Creek and Colorado Springs?
I don't recall. There were several, though, I
Okay.
thought, sawmills.
Well, and we had the dude ranches too back in the day
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So
Did you know Woodland Park used to advertise itself as having the $1 million view because of its perfect line of sight to Pikes Peak?
I believe that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's still, even with all the building going on, you still can see Pikes Peak. You just got to move it a little to the left or a
yeah,
little to the right.
Yeah.
There's some do you knows I don't believe you. But
Hey,
those are, I believe those.
don't shoot the messenger.
Sounds like he's done some homework here.
Oh, yeah.
We do. All right. Well, Mike, you're out of the hot seat because we're jumping right into local events. And there are, as I said, lots of exciting things waiting to happen. And one we're going to have your input on in a few minutes, but we do have the 4th of July happening. That is at Memorial Park, of course, July 4th. We've got watermelon eating. We've got pie baking contest. We've got a pie eating contest. We have a tug of war. We have line dancing. We have karaoke. So many things to do. And it is, some people say it's the 60th, which it supposedly is. And some people are saying it's not the 60th, but it is a big annual. Trust me, I'll tell you that later.
I do.
Yeah, but it is it's an enjoyable celebration. You're talking a lot of people, great group. The weather is supposed to be good, so if you haven't been, go. If you have been, we look forward to seeing you again. Well, we've got Symphony Above the Clouds after the 4th of July, starting at 5:30. Some great music there. Get a seat. Come early. Bring munchies. Bring blankets. Bring seats to sit in. Better bring that umbrella just in case something decides to blow through very quickly, but it's an enjoyable evening there. And of course, we have America's Mountain Festival on July 11th, starting at noontime with an incredible lineup to include Aaron Watson, Walker Montgomery, Jenna Paulette, hope I'm saying this right, Tice Delk, Matt Skinner, and then we have the winner of the 2026 America's Mountain Festival Songwriting Competition, which was just at Tava House a couple weeks ago. Her name is Kenya Reese, and she is going to be the opening act. So an interesting array of, we talked about this, red dirt music and country music.
All in that same umbrella under country western.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. Lots going on.
Oh, yeah.
Tickets are available. You can find out more information at www.americasmountainfestival.com. The 41st Annual Mountain Arts Festival is scheduled for August 8th and 9th at Memorial Park. And you can contact Nancy Stannard, I hope I said that right, at 719-237-6547 for more information. Going back to the Mountain Festival, there will also be a Western Gallery Festival going on in the River Room inside the Tava House. Check out the Western Art Show being sponsored by Reserve Art Gallery / Destination Art Pikes Peak. Some really quality stuff. There's going to be a whole day of things going on there. Vendors going on, music going on, food going on, art going on. And yeah, it is just one of many things waiting to happen with Tava House and around the happening area. Many people in Green Mountain Falls will be happy because the Blue Moose Tavern is reopened.
That's right.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yep. It's reopened as Pine Gables
Which is
Tavern.
what it used to be.
Yes.
Years
Oh.
ago.
There's a nice little
Many
article.
years,
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's called they want it to be known as a clean dive bar. Okay. Those are their words, not mine.
A clean
A
dive.
dive bar, yes.
Okay.
So you can go there, enjoy a
I
homemade
don't know.
pizza.
Is that,
That's their words. That's what the paper said.
okay.
So you got dive bar, you got clean dive bars. I don't know if that means the people or what's so clean about it. But yeah, they are known for their
That's good.
homemade pizza, which is baked in a traditional stone oven.
Yeah.
So, but it was a neat place. I was down there yesterday. So yeah, again, Green Mountain Falls is
It's
such
a
a
gorgeous-
neat little spot there.
It's gorgeous.
They have a new picture painting right in that parking lot area.
Oh,
So you need to check that out. I've got a picture of that, but
Mhm.
yeah, it's very gorgeous. Whatever's hanging up there, and I know the green box is getting ready to start
yeah,
down there
yeah,
shortly because I just talked with Jesse from Cantina Verde.
that's right.
But the bar is open 7 days a week. It's from 11 to 10 Sunday to Thursday, and 11 to 11 on Fridays and Saturdays. So, folks, that wraps up. Unfortunately, that wraps up another electric morning.
Electric.
Electric. It's electric.
Absolutely.
Yes. And no, yeah, no dancing. But yes, it's been electric here on Teller
dancing.
Time. Yeah. A massive thank you to the one and only Mike Perini for dropping wisdom,
Thank you guys.
stories, and that signature Perini spark that always fires up the community. All right. Now listen, July is coming in hot. We've got events, surprises, celebrations, and a whole lineup of summer fun that you're not going to want to miss. So stay tuned, stay plugged in, and remember, you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. Check out our effective sponsorship programs on Facebook. You might see something you like. So from Charlie, Mike, and myself, okay, thank you.
We'd like to get, before you
Yes,
finish your thank
yeah,
you, or you can do that
yeah,
again. But before you finish
yeah.
that, I would like to have Mike give us his contact information, your
Yeah,
website,
yeah.
all that stuff.
Sure. You can reach us on the web at periniassociates.com.
Mhm.
And we're on Facebook and all the social media, of course. My email, if you want to talk to me
Mhm.
directly, it's Mike at periniassociates.com.
Right.
And my phone number is 719-651-5943.
All right, and that is Perin as in Nancy I.
It's
Good.
Italian.
It's Italian,
Okay, all
Italian.
right,
Yeah.
all right. Well,
And it's no mafia connection.
No, none that I'm aware of. None that
all
I could
right,
that I can't tell you about.
all right. So stay teller strong, be nice to each other, and have an amazing day. And think about this: when the wind of change blows, some people build walls, while others build windmills.
Mm,
Okay.
that's very.
Teller time out.
Thanks so much, Mike.
Thank you.